Welcome back. We are doing problems in quadrilaterals. So we'll continue the class. So the first question is, the diagonals of a quadrilateral are perpendicular to each other. Is such a quadrilateral always a rhombus? Draw a rough figure to justify your answer. See now, if the diagonals are perpendicular, the figure need not be a rhombus. If the diagonals are perpendicular, the figure need not be a rhombus. See, why? Because just we'll draw one diagram. A, B, C, D is a rhombus and the diagonals are perpendicular. See, now sorry, this is a quadrilateral in which diagonals are perpendicular but the sides are not equal. See, if we refer from that figure, AB is not equal to BC, BC is not equal to CD and CD is not equal to DA. If the diagonals are perpendicular, the figure need not be a rhombus. What is the reason? The reason is very clear. Here the diagonals are perpendicular and the sides are not equal. Okay, this is completed. Next problem. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to CD. If angle A is equal to 30 and angle B is equal to 30, what are the measures of other two angles? So here we will draw one trapezium. Use this. ABCD is a trapezium in which AB is parallel to CD. So we denote with an arrow marks, that is AB is parallel to CD. Angle A 30, angle B 30. Angle A 30. Angle B is also 30 degrees. Okay. So what are the measure of other two angles? Other two angles means we need to find angle D and angle C. See, in a trapezium or in a quadrilateral, the sum of the adjacent angles is 180 degrees. That is, angle A plus angle D 180 and angle B plus angle C is also 180 degrees. Okay. Now we'll substitute. What is angle A? Angle A is 30 degrees plus angle D is equal to 180. So angle D is 180 minus 30 degrees. So angle D is 150 degrees. Okay, now we'll find out the angle C. So angle B is 30 degrees plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. So angle C is 180 minus 30, so angle C will be again 150 degrees. Okay, so this is completed. So next one is, we have true or false. State whether it is true or false. First one is, all rectangles are squares. See, what is a rectangle? In a rectangle, opposite sides are equal. We have length and breadth. We have opposite sides equal, not all sides equal, but in a square, all sides are equal. So here, all rectangles are squares is false. This is false. Next, all rhombuses are parallelograms. So all rhombuses are parallelograms is a true statement, because rhombus, in a rhombus all sides are equal and diagonals bisect each other. In a parallelogram, opposite sides are equal but diagonals bisect each other. So we say all rhombuses are parallelograms is a true statement. Then we have all squares are rhombuses and also rectangles. Okay, so this is true because see, all squares are rhombus means just check the property of square. In a square all sides are equal and diagonals bisect each other at right angles. So in a rhombus also it satisfies, right? And in a rectangle diagonals bisect each other. The angle between adjacent sides is 90 degrees. So we say the statement is true, right? Then we have a fourth one. So fourth one is all squares are not parallelograms. All squares are not parallelograms is a false statement. The reason is all squares are not parallelograms because see, all squares, square means what again, all sides are equal, diagonals bisect each other. In a parallelogram diagonals bisect each other, therefore all squares are not parallelograms is a false statement. Now all kites are rhombus. Now the next one is a fourth one, all kites are rhombuses is a false statement because all kites. So what is a kite means what? This, it will be like this, right? A, B, C, D, if you represent it is a kite, these are the diagonals. So all kites cannot be a rhombus, right? So in a rhombus all sides are equal, but here it is not like that. So this is false. Then the sixth one we have all parallelograms are trapeziums. All parallelograms are, sorry, this is sorry, fifth, one second, this is a fifth one, sixth one, okay, then this is seventh one, okay, sorry, see the fifth one. So what is the fifth statement? All kites are rhombuses. Oh, sorry, this is fifth one, sixth one, seventh one, eighth one, right? We completed 5. The sixth one is all parallelograms are trapeziums. All parallelograms are trapeziums. So here all parallelograms are trapeziums is a true statement because see, if you take a parallelogram, in a parallelogram opposite sides are equal and in construction we get a parallelogram, right? In a construction we can get a parallelogram. So all parallelograms are trapezium is a true statement. Okay, then next one is all squares are trapeziums. All squares are trapeziums is true. All squares are trapeziums is a true statement. Then so this is then all kites are rhombuses. All rhombuses are kites. All rhombuses are kites is a true statement because already we have this, all kites are rhombus, all kites are rhombus is a false because it differs here, but all rhombuses are kites because in a rhombus all sides are equal and diagonals bisect each other, and in a kite only the pair of sides are equal but diagonals bisect each other at right angles. So this statement is true. So next one, see, explain how square is a quadrilateral, and then we have to explain how it is a parallelogram, rhombus and rectangle. Now how square is a quadrilateral? See, a square is a closed figure bounded with 4 line segments, so it is a quadrilateral because in a square all sides are equal and we have 4 line segments. So that quadrilateral, the square, that means square is a quadrilateral. Then now how square is a parallelogram? So in a square both pair of opposite sides are parallel and equal, no doubt, and hence it is a parallelogram because one of the property of parallelogram, it is satisfying that opposite sides are parallel. So that is a reason a square is a parallelogram. Now how the square is a rhombus? See, in a rhombus all the 4 sides are equal and in a square also 4 sides are equal. So that's why we say that square is a rhombus. Then how square is a rectangle? In a square each angle is 90 degrees. In rectangle also it is 90 degrees. So we say the square is also nothing but a rectangle. So next is fill in the blanks. The first one is a parallelogram in which 2 sides are equal is a rhombus, right? So parallelogram in which 2 sides are equal means it may be adjacent sides. So that's why we say it is a rhombus. rhombus. Then next, a parallelogram in which one angle is 90 and two adjacent sides are equal. One angle is 90 and two adjacent sides are equal is nothing but a square. Square. See, a parallelogram in which one angle is 90. Suppose parallelogram means the angle will be acute. So one angle will be acute. So here if that acute, it is not acute, if it is a 90 degrees and the adjacent sides are equal, it will become a square. Then in a trapezium ABCD, AB is parallel to DC, angle D is equal to X, then what is angle A? See, trapezium, suppose you draw a trapezium, right? ABCD is a trapezium. So in this trapezium, AB is parallel to DC, angle D is X. Then angle A will be 180 minus X, because the sum of adjacent angles is 180 degrees. A plus D 180, then A is 180 minus X. Then after that, every diagonal in a parallelogram divides it into two congruent triangles, or we can say a congruent triangles. Two congruent triangles. See, every diagonal of a parallelogram, suppose if this is a parallelogram, if it is a diagonal, ABCD is a parallelogram. So that BD divides a parallelogram into two congruent triangles, right? Then after that, the next one is, in a parallelogram ABCD, its diagonals AC and BD intersect at O. Okay, in a parallelogram ABCD, its diagonals AC and BD intersect at O. If OA is 5 centimeters, then we have to find out AC. Then what about the length of AC? The length of AC will be double of OA, that is 10 centimeters. See, in a parallelogram, ABCD is a parallelogram. Now the diagonals intersect at O and OA is 5 centimeters. Then OC is also 5 centimeters, because in a parallelogram diagonals bisect each other and are equal. OC is also 5. Then AC will become 5 plus 5, 10 centimeters over. Then after that, in a rhombus ABCD, its diagonals intersect at O. Angle AOB. So what is angle AOB? Angle AOB will be 90 degrees, because in a rhombus diagonals, ABCD is a rhombus and diagonals bisect each other at O, then angle AOB. So angle AOB is nothing but 90 degrees. So here we need to write the angle as 90 degrees, right? Then ABCD is a parallelogram. Then angle A minus angle C. Angle A minus angle C is nothing but a 0 degrees. Angle A minus angle C is 0 degrees. Why? In a parallelogram, see, this is a parallelogram, opposite angles are equal. Suppose if A is 30 degrees, C is also 30 degrees. So 30 minus 30 will be 0. So that's why it is 0 degrees. Then after that, in a rectangle ABCD, the diagonal AC is 10 centimeters, then diagonal BD. So diagonal BD is also 10 centimeters, because in a rectangle the length of diagonals are equal. So BD is also 10 centimeters. Then after that, in a square ABCD, the diagonal AC is drawn, then angle BAC. Then angle BAC, we will see this one. In a square, see, square, all sides are equal. In a square, all sides are equal. Represent it as ABCD. CD. And what is AC? AC is drawn. Then angle BAC. Angle BAC. Angle BAC is 45 degrees. Why it is 45 degrees? This diagonal bisects the side, bisects the sides. That means it bisects A, but angle A is 90 degrees. As it bisects, angle BAC will be a 45 degrees. Okay, so this is completed.